New at 5, 24 million acres, more than a third of land in Colorado, is owned by the federal government.
That includes everything from Rocky Mountain National Park to hunting grounds managed by the Bureau of Land Management.
But a new provision was just added to the federal budget bill. It would force the government to sell between 2 and 3 million acres of public lands in 11 states, including Colorado. Denver 7's Nicole Brady looked into what it would be used for and who's pushing back.
Colorado's Democratic delegation blasting a proposal today they say would hurt Colorado's outdoor lifestyle. A new provision added to the Budget Reconciliation or Big Beautiful Bill would require the BLM and U.S. Forest Service to sell millions of acres of public lands to build housing.
Public lands make Colorado, Colorado. They make the West, the West.
But which lands? Lawmakers ended the call before taking that question from me, so I followed up with an email, and Senator Michael Bennet's office responded saying that because areas with oil and gas, grazing, or mining permits could not be sold, recreation areas would be at risk. Places like 18 Road in Fruita, Hartman Rocks in Gunnison, or Animas City Mountain in Durango.
What might seem like a barren parcel on a senator's desk on a map is actually a place where Coloradans hike, camp, hunt, ATV, climb, and so much more.
Jessica Turner, president of the Outdoor Recreation Roundtable, says there's already a mechanism to sell or lease federal land for housing.
But we don't need a whole new process that takes away those safeguards for communities and access.
Colorado economic think tank Common Sense Institute just released a report showing the housing shortage is a major reason the cost of living is so high here. While not taking a position on building more housing on federal land, a CSI spokesperson said it could be something to look at.
Where do we get available land? A lot of cities in the country have done that in the past. They've tried to get some kind of leaseback programs or give away public lands to private developers so we can get more homes, rezoning programs. All of these fall under that same consideration of how do we get more housing units developed so that the price of housing will go down.
But Summers acknowledges tourism and recreation in Colorado are also hugely important to our economy, and anything that would impact that, including the sale of federal lands, would have to be analyzed further. Right now, one thing we do know, the bill couldn't touch some of our state's landmarks.
It does stipulate that no protected areas, so a national park, a national monument, a wild and scenic river, those would not be part of this proposal.
Nicole Brady, Denver 7.
And taking a closer look, Colorado College released a poll this year that looks at public support for public lands. According to their Conservation in the West poll, 87% of Coloradans say they prefer building housing in or around existing communities rather than selling public lands for housing. In March, Colorado lawmakers showed their support for protecting public lands. They passed a resolution that opposes any attempts to sell the state's public lands. This in-depth reporting first reported by our partners at the Denver Post.